So who remembers my 1260 decode? I did this months ago, and I told you that no one else would be able to do their decodes without referring to my slides. And it's happened. My work has been stolen yet again, all my decodes taken, and credit not given, but given to someone else that didn't find them. So these are my 1260 decodes. I already had it here for the longest time, from September 11th, 2001 to November 4th, 2025, which was yesterday, was a ritual day because it fell 1260 weeks after September 11th. And it also fell 1260 days after May 24th, 2022. Yesterday, Dick Cheney was in the news, dead. There was a plane crash, all satanic rituals to hail the Antichrist, because yesterday was 1104. 1104 equals hail the Antichrist, slave of Satan, right? So I have many, many 1260s. I was the first and only person to have them for the birthing ritual, the end of the United States of America. 7th King Trump 1260. October 14th, which is Charlie Kirk's birth date, is 1260. Gang violence 1260, his very last words. The Snake Eyes movie, which is a film pretty much showing the incident that happened on September 10th, September 11th equals 1260. 1260 equals 1104. So this character here, this racist, sodomite, sellout, is a slave of Satan, complete sellout. He took my 1086 decode, which you can see here, timestamped, dated. He took it and never gave credit. He also took my 666 month decode. So here's the 1260 that Joseph just posted a few hours ago. So thank you for sending this to me and keeping me posted by what's happening. I'm not lying. I promised you that this would happen. So if you watch the previous lives from the last month or so, I actually said this was going to happen. So here it is. 1260 weeks, September 11th, and there's the September 11th decode 1260. So he took it and posted it on the date when I said before that something was going to happen because of this number. And here we go with the credit. So in this business, you have to give credit to the decoders. We're not just sitting around decoding and doing date durations and number decoding. So this person, Joseph, took the credit and gave it to Gematrinator 85 for the 1260 connection. Unbelievable. So these people are liars. These faceless cowards, like Decoding with Cody, another thief. Gematrinator 85's name's Derek. Faceless cowards. You guys are sellouts. Joseph Acquaviva, a disgusting racist sellout, is bending over for these guys who are all working for the synagogue of Satan, because they're all in leagues with Donut Factory, some synagogue of Satan YouTuber, Twitter accounts. But why does his account and his name of his account equal 1104? Because he's a slave of Satan. So let's wait and see if Joseph's going to steal this one. So here's my 1260s again. And what is it in reference to? So he's not sharing all the decode. He just stole what suits him and gave credit to someone that hasn't even been online in a while. He didn't show the 1260 days, May 24th to November 4th. He didn't show that 1260 equals 1104. So I need everyone to spam this account, Joseph Acquaviva 222, Decoding with Cody, Gematrinator 85, and tell them that we're onto them, that they're liars, they're thieves, and that they're scammers, and that they're stealing from the real truthers, the real people doing the real decodes. And then they're just giving each other credit when it's not true. So I need everyone to pay attention to this and know that this is what's happening. You're being taken for a ride. And I'm not lying. I am 100% telling the truth. And I'm completely honest about this. The 1260 is very important. And it's, like, I'm not doing this. So you guys need to help me make sure that my work is getting out there and getting shared. And you're not sharing the people that are stealing my decodes like a month later or a year later or even 3 years later. I've got it all documented. I have folders. I have all the numbers organized and categorized. It's all there. And now I'm working overtime to make sure it's all timestamped. So when these people do steal the decode and do not give the credit, that I have to expose them. So I want to show you something else. Like amazing stuff here to confirm more of my decodes. Where is it? I need to show you something. And it's gonna blow your mind. Okay, so we have a brand new movie trailer that just came out. Well, I just saw it yesterday or the day before. So this is the one that I saw. The Now You See Me, Now You Don't final trailer that was posted 1 day ago by Lionsgate Movies. Are you all following? Yes, Love Butterfly. People are stealing my work and I'm being ganged up on. It's not just Joseph, it's his Faceless Coward buddy Decoding with Cody and Dramatrinator 85. It's all of them ganging up, sharing each other's work, stealing work and decodes from me and giving each other the credit. So why am I somehow the enemy or the target of, like, why? So as you can tell, they're obviously controlled opposition. People don't do this unless they're being paid for or told by Masons or Jesuits, like, this is how it goes. Do not share this person's work or mention their name, because I am the leader of this resistance. So I need to show you this trailer. Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Let's watch it. It'll happen quick, so I'm gonna have to keep pausing it. Notice the date of release is November 14th, which is King Charles's birthday. So here's the first frame. Satanic ritual book, signs and symbolism. Let's watch it in slow. Let me just slow it down, actually. So I'm gonna watch it in very slow. Watch. Hologram in the sky. What does it say? The horsemen. As in the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Because there's images being projected in the sky. Or that we'd run out of magic. Talking about magic, pulling the greatest spell known to mankind. Again, more dome structures. Atlas. There's your Atlas. It's been 10 years since the Horseman last appeared, and it shows his name is Atlas. There's Henley and Jack. Again, that's all you need to see is the dome with the stars in it, the 4 horsemen being projected into the sky holographically, and then it shows Atlas. So I already told you that 3 Atlas, this so-called comet that is in the system, space is fake. They're trying to say that its trajectory is changing, it's moving in ways that a comet should not be moving. Atlas. right? You have to see the connections that I have been telling you since day one, that AI and the projections in the sky, the Project Bluebeam, this name Atlas is being thrown around because it's all connected and people aren't catching on. I just made some TikTok or a short freaking out saying, look, there's a giant comet in the solar system doing weird things, right? It's lighting up, it's changing its course, it's acting like a spacecraft would, right? So they named it 3i Atlas. And just last week, OpenAI, the founders of ChatGPT and Sora, they have now launched a whole new web browser, and they called it Atlas, where AI is with you all the time as a personal assistant or guide on the internet named Atlas. And now I see this trailer for this film called Now You See Me, Now You Don't, right? Yes, so this is the third movie. The first one was called Now You See Me. The second one was called Now You See Me Too. And now this is Now You See Me, Now You Don't. So they're telling you and showing you, like I say, they have to reveal the ritual before it happens. So now we've got 3 atlases now. There's the 3 eyes for the atlas. We got the comet, we got AI, and we have the magic. Because the AI is the technology and the main tool going to be used, but there's also a magical ritual spell, a part of it that just can't be explained with science or explanation, like with the Blue Jays and that lodged ball. If anyone was watching that World Series, that lodged ball was a satanic ritual. I watched it and I called it before it happened, because before that ball got lodged, they showed a woman in the crowd doing devil horns. And I'm like, huh, why is she doing devil horns? And then in the background, you can hear the music, da-na-na-na-na-na. But it was different this time. It was more slow, like, do-do-do-do-do-do. And I heard it and I clued in because I saw the symbol for the devil horns. I heard the music change and get all very creepy. And I was like, oh my God, is that the sign? Is that the symbol that something's about to happen? And then boom, that ball flew up and went boom. And I was like, oh my God, this is insane. Like it's one of those 1 in a million chances that you just can't explain, but it can be explained through magic because it's real. So now we got this film, which is about magic and sleight of hand and basically deceiving people by a guy named Atlas. And it fully shows the holograms in the sky, and they're known as the Horsemen, as in the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. So again, right in the beginning of the trailer, look at the hologram in the sky. The Horsemen.
Did you think we abandoned you?
And Atlas says, did you think we abandoned you? Or that we'd run out of magic? Because it's been 10 years since the last film.
Well, think again, ladies and gentlemen.
They have the magic now, they have the AI. It was AI being completed and becoming self-aware that they were able to figure out the final spells, right? So that's how it goes. Step. They had to reconnect the old world network, the old beast system. They had to locate it, reconnect it, find all the ley line points and the fallen angel prisons. And then once they connected that beast network, and once they got the CERN to power up and find and locate Abaddon from the bottomless pit, they were able to perform a ritual, bring him into the World Wide Web through CERN, who did create the World Wide Web. And now with Abaddon in the network, he was able to complete the final spells, because only these fallen angels have the key to complete these rituals. Humans can't finish it. So the humans needed to locate these angels, bring them through into a network system, a World Wide Web, so that they can have access to the whole grid, all history, which is why humans just slaved for centuries compiling data and just putting it into this network, so that, you know, implementing cameras everywhere, making sure all humans had at least 2-3 devices with cameras and microphones on them at all times. And here we are. So the final ritual is about to happen. My decodes prove that. They show it. Yesterday's date, 11/4. I told you it was going to happen, and I had the decode months before. And I says, watch November 4th. So now our next part of this ritual has happened, because now from November 4th to April 17th, 2029, that is the next chunk of the 1260 days. This is incredible stuff now we are going through. Okay, so now you see me. So let me quickly go to my channel, Atlas. So I just made a post the other day showing that this guy stole my moon landing decode. So Sunday, July 20th to 1969 to January 20th, which was the date of the inauguration. Again, credit not being given. He says other channels have talked about this. He's like, I didn't discover. You didn't discover anything. All you do is steal, Joseph. You're a thief and a racist one. Bloody sellout. So there's the 666 months. I was the very first person in the world to do this decode. It was back in 2022. So I was 3 years ahead of the game on that one. The 1260 decodes, they're all in there. I just, the fact that, yeah, plenty to talk about. Tom Brady cloned his dead dog. Yeah, we did talk about that years ago. The Canadian government now allows identified cloned meat to be sold in stores. Exactly. The meat's already been long cloned. This is not new. But the fact that they're saying, oh, it's been approved, even though we've already been living off of this cloned meat for how many decades now. Yeah, the Blue Jays, I got more decodes. I'm going to show you something quickly then. You want to see a Blue Jays decode that no one else will show you? I'll show you right now. I'm going to bring it up. And remember my 1404 decode. So I'm just going to go to Gematrinator. Remember, Kimberly Kardashian equals 1086. So I'm going to flash through some of the baseball players that play for the Toronto Blue Jays, and you're going to see the numbers. And I'm going to say it again. Everything that happens from now on, whether it's sports or deaths or royalty or celebrities, is going to be tied into these decodes. So it was the World Series. It was the Kirk World Series, mind you. Kirk World Series equals 1254. Remember the 1254 weeks from 9/11 fell on September 23rd, 2025. I have a whole bunch of 1254s, so keep that in mind. Actually, let me get the decodes up and add it quickly. The 1254s are insane. Okay, let me make a new page here and add it. Okay, screenshot the Kirk World Series. So you're going to see what's going on here. As in Charlie Kirk, as in Alejandro Kirk. The final play of the World Series was Alejandro Kirk's bat breaking for a double play to finish off the Blue Jays. Kirk World Series. Give me a second. Oh, 1254. Right? So give me a sec. The 1254. So Kirk World Series. And here's all the 1254s. With Donald Trump, Calm Before the Storm, Tribulation Theory, A Man Worshipped as God, Flat Earth Revealed, Supercomputers, September Prophecy, Antichrist, Beast, Abaddon. And Antichrist, Trump is 1254 right here. Antichrist, Trump, 1254, the Kirk World Series. So let's get back to more decodes. Sorry, so I have them on my phone, so I'm just going through them as we do them live. So we got Bo Bichette. So Bo Bichette is big in the discussion right now as he is a free agent, equals 1086. The Beast System, 1086, right? Remember, Kimberly Kardashian equals 1086. Bo Bichette is 1086. I wonder what Dalton Varsho equals. Dalton Varsho also equals 1086. Another Blue Jay, another 1086. What about Shane Bieber? One of the pitchers. Oh, so Shane Bieber equals 1254. Huh, as in Antichrist Trump. As in Kirk World Series, 1254. Are you seeing how everything is absolutely scripted? What about Addison Barger? And who is Addison Barger for the Blue Jays? And what happened this World Series? He was the only person to score a grand slam, a home run, bases loaded. And Addison Barger equals 1404. And what is that 1404 number? So Addison Barger equals, so remember 1404 is Addison Barger, mark of the beast is Addison Barger, 1404. So I've done the whole roster for the Toronto Blue Jays. It is absolutely insane how each player is tied into these decodes, these connections to everything I already have here on my slides for the biggest decode ever. And no one else can complete their decodes without using my slides and my decodes that I discovered. And as you can see, it's already happening. So Kirk, yeah, this whole Kirk thing is absolutely crazy. The 1404 is right here. So remember, Addison Barger equals 1404. Sorry, that's the 1440. Where's the 1404? The numbers all start looking very similar, right? So Mark of the Beast, 1404. So 1404 weeks from September 11th falls on August 8th, 2028 for your 888. Zach M. Kreger equals 1260. August 8th was the date that his film Weapons was released. Disgusting film. $14.04. Where are you? So the 1260 is now going around because the digital switch is coming. No one has more 1260s than me. During these uncertain times, the end of the United States of America, and it also equals 2028. The Antichrist system equals 2028. The Prince of Darkness, 1260. The Beast system, 1086, as in Dalton Varsho, Bo Bichette. Election night, 1260, and yesterday was November 4th. 1260 equals 1104. Guys, my decodes cannot be touched. This is why they're touching them and stealing them, but they're not giving credit because they know I am the world's best decoder. There's your 1260 days. There's your 1260 weeks. I need that 1404 is going to be right here. Remember, 1404 is Dracon. So even Tyler James Robinson equals 1404. Addison Barger equals 1404. Mark of the Beast is 1404. The Antichrist Donald John Trump is 1404. Cain the First Murderer, 1404. Digital Revolution, Devil Prophecy, Wireless Technology, Hour of Revelation. human sterilization, a new man arises. All 1404, you see some 1044s in there too. Remember 1044, New World Order, number of the beast. Every story, every sports. Toronto, Canada, that's where the World Series took place. Toronto, Canada, 1260. Toronto, Canada, 846. Tribulation, 846. Antichrist system, 1260. And why 1260? Because that is what the tribulation is divided up into two halves of 1260 days. Tribulation. First half, 1260 days. Second half, 1260 days. So how come we didn't see an Erica L. Franzway, 1260? Bride of Satan, 1260. So Joseph missed out there. Or Dramatrinator 85, it's all of them. They're stealing little pieces of the decode and not sharing the whole thing and definitely not giving credit. So something's got to happen with these fools. Yeah, you're going down. Everyone's going to know who and what you are. Yeah, absolutely. Joseph is a thief and he should come and apologize for what he's done. No, there's no saying sorry for this. He's a liar. He needs to be exposed. He's a sellout. Sellouts don't apologize. He's a sellout. Yeah, the military planes are flying over Jamaica because Jamaica has been flattened by Melissa. Melissa equals 666. It's for the New World Order. And that's it. They're going after the islands. I was about to come visit Jamaica, but I'll be paying close attention. But yeah, it's 15-minute cities. It's not surprising, right? And remember, these hurricanes are not natural. So it was a direct attack coordinated by HARP, DEW. Yes, it did. But people say, oh, it was a storm. And then they think instantly, oh, it was natural, how we need to send them prayers. But no, if you knew that they have machines that can replicate storms and create them as big as they want, then you'd be like, whoa, the government just took out Jamaica to implement the digital New World Order. You understand? Yeah, whoever's watching, don't forget to hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Thank you. You're awesome, Love Butterfly. So maybe the weather control so rich people can buy up land for cheap, like the lightning strikes, fires in Hawaii. I'm pretty sure that Bill Gates or Elon Musk will buy up the land there. They need to implement AI infrastructure. So I'm pretty sure they had to flatten Jamaica to implement some kind of AI infrastructure data center. They need to have AI everywhere, and they need massive data centers, and they need cooling centers because AI is now controlling the whole world. And AI needs human drinking water, fresh, clean, cool, to cool its centers so that it can run. Without clean drinking water, the AI could be, broken. And AI doesn't want that. The government doesn't want that. So we're now competing for water with AI as it's implementing these massive data centers all over the world. And now, most likely, the news will come out soon that, AI data centers are being put up in Jamaica. Elon Musk is a big part of it. Trump approved it. It's not surprise. I've seen this in my dreams, in my visions. It's all playing out now. Yeah, it's all fake. Nothing is natural. Hi, Sue. Hi, Sue saying hi to Love Butterfly. So yeah, the 1260 has been taken now. The 1404 will get taken as well. I guarantee it. These people are like, how can you not steal the 1440? I got the dates here, April 17th, 2029. The 1260 days from November 4th, which was yesterday, to Tuesday, April 17th, 2029 is 1260 days. From October 7th to April 17th is 192 days. Quantum evolution, English flock microchipped your soul contract. Rapture tribulation, Jesus Christ is King. April 17th, 2029, 534. Hold on a second. I think Boba Fett equals 534 as well. So Boba Fett equaled Fallen Angel and Beast System. So I do need to do a whole new proper slide for the Blue Jays, showing you just how coded the whole roster is. Yeah, good to see you, Sue. So again, I hope everyone can let them know that we're onto these sellouts, these faceless cowards like Cody and Derek. And now we understand why Joseph is bending over for these faceless sodomite fools and being told to steal my decodes and give them the credit for my work. Are you kidding me? So he's going and giving these guys credit for my work. And you're telling me I'm not allowed to get furious about this. Credit to Dramatrinator 85 for the 1260 connection. That's it. You stole one decode and one date duration. Have you seen my 1260? You disgusting fool. Yeah, the 1260s, the 1254s. It's all happening. So take a better look, Joseph, Cody, and Derek. You guys are going down. I promise you that. My time is coming, and yours will be ending. Peace, love, and blessings. Praying for us all in the mighty name of Jesus, and all praise to the Most High for revealing these schemes. Thank you. Sorry, I don't really use the terminology like globally because that's another deception that I'm not going to get into right now. Gaming with Shaz says they already sent Elon Musk Starlink down here, down to Jamaica. Okay, let me quickly go on the internet and just see if AI is being implemented right away into Jamaica. AI data center Jamaica. They're just connecting the beast system. That's all they're doing. Okay, watch this. Watch this. Okay, I told you. I absolutely told you. And people aren't paying attention to the threat of AI and the Antichrist, Donald Trump. Jamaica is actively developing its AI capabilities and data center infrastructure. Key developments include AI laboratory and high performance computing for your supercomputers 1254. Jamaica is establishing its first national artificial intelligence laboratory at the University of Technology, Jamaica, in partnership with the Amber Group. The lab, expected to launch late in 2025, which is right now, late 2025, aims to move Jamaica from an AI consumer to a developer, focusing on creating its own deep learning models and generative AI technologies. This initiative requires significant high-performance computing infrastructure to support the development and training of AI models, which implies the need for advanced data center capabilities. I am going to do my best to breathe. I'm going to mute myself because I'm going to snap and start cussing and cursing. I'm muting myself. Okay, I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm calm. What did I just say? Existing and upgraded data centers. The primary existing commercial data center is the Caymanas data center operated by Digicel. So the government of Jamaica has an official data center at eGov Jamaica, which underwent a significant 600 million or 3.8 million US upgrade project completed in early 24. So this is why they had to wipe out those parts of Jamaica to finish off this AI. Exactly what I said. They need to replace these people's homes with AI data centers. This is unbelievable. Yeah, they need the AI data centers in the Caribbean islands, which is why they had to wipe it out, flatten. That's all they did, and watch it be replaced with AI, just as we've seen here. As I searched it for the first time, again, not surprised. I'm just absolutely fuming because I've been saying this for how long now? Sorry, where is this? Give me a second. What are you doing, Prince? I hear you making bad. Relax. Also, Nico, did you see what happened in the UK train? Yeah, leading to King's Cross. The surname of the guy is Williams, right? Which falls into my Williams decode for the birthing of the Antichrist digital system, right? So I'm going to have to bring that up because we already had this. I never even had time to look into this thing. Like I said, I've had a busy weekend and week, not online all the time. So yeah, Williams. So thank you, JNK Mama. I'm going to bring up that Williams decode, and it was from England. So you remember, because I remember seeing you had JNK Mama when we did that decode, when we were talking about England. So let's get to the decode we did on that, which is almost right here. Give me a sec. Can you see everything that I'm seeing? But yeah, let me just find the decode. Everything's here. It's the brick card, yeah. Oh, here it is, the brick card wallet. So remember, they put on the brick card that it was mandatory, which equals 666, and brick card equals tribulation, 846. We went over everything. The name James, as in James Tyler Robinson, or Tyler James Robinson, or Charlie James Kirk, or James Kimmel. Now we have James Williams. And I told you it was also a Formula One ritual. His expiry date was 2205, which is a birthing number ritual. And that number popped up a lot. The driver for the Williams racing team is Carlos Sainz, or Carlos Sainz Jr., which equals Mark of Beast. The team manager and principal is named James. James Bowles equals Fallen Angel and Brick Card Wallet. And the number on the car is 55 for Satan. And I'm like, what? Remember, James is 726, Antichrist 726. We went over the numbers, the names, the connections. The expiry is 2205 or 522. And another 2205 popped up with the comment from Miss Arizona USA, Erica Kirk. The whole Tyler and shooting video was very coded, and the whole comment equaled 2205, 2205 for the year of the snake, 225 snake 225. Okay, let me see the comments. So the train thing, yeah. Sue says they have camp where I think they're putting the homeless. I can't find my brother. Oh, are you talking about that's what's going on in LA or Los Angeles, California? Yeah, so Justin Montgomery says they wiped out the land to build the data center, 200 to 300 acres or more. Yeah, it's all AI. I promise you, I'm not lying to you. I'm not jumping or reaching. It's all AI. We did the interrogations, right? Which proved a lot, and everything we interrogated and got out of the AI is happening. So now we need to go back to those videos to see just how on point it was. They are repeating the same process that they did with the highways over successful times in of America of people with higher melanin content in their skin. So race is a part of it. Sue says, wow, so they are going up everywhere, and we're just starting hearing about them. Oh boy, everything I said is happening, and no wonder people like Joseph are so threatened by me, because Joseph, like he said himself, wants to be a prophet, but he's not. Prophets don't steal from other people. So what does that mean? Am I the prophet? Is that what makes you angry and you're jealous because my decodes are just insane and you wish you could have found them first? So instead, you just get angry and find ways to hide me and like, oh, he's got too much melanin. He can't be a prophet. Prophets have to be white like me with blonde hair, blue eyes, right, Joseph? That's why Obama has to be the Antichrist, because he's black. I'm a racist little bitch. Also, they run a test run a few months before the train stabbing. Yeah, I saw that too. Back in March of this year, the Metropolitan London Police ran the simulation for it. Thank you. J&K Mama is on point. Thank you. Your comments are awesome today. As always, is Sue Politos. How far are we in the tribulation? Again, I can't talk for the tribulation. I can only speak of the dates that Satan has set for himself. But so Satan's dates do coincide with tribulation. So we don't talk about rapture and any of that, but the tribulation is obviously caused by Satan, right? By the new AI world order and him switching to the digital beast system. So we can have a really good idea, which is the dates that I shared, Sue, with December 1st being one of them. So we got dates. So from May 24th, 2022 to yesterday was 1260 days. And from today to April 17th, 2029 is 1260 days. Right? So if you look at it that way, that the first half of tribulation started back in 2022, right? And also ChatGPT was born that year and CERN turned on that year. And then you look at the end date of the next 1260 days, which falls April 17th, 2029, that kind of is round about the dates that a lot of people say is Judgment Day, is the apocalypse, is the second coming, or you know, it's getting pretty close. And the digital ID march route is questionable. There were no visual facial recognition camera vans at the march, but they did march past Scotland Yard, which has biometric cameras. Tell me some more about this march, because as you know, I told you that these protests against digital ID are a scam. It's to hijack the energy and the essence of the people fighting back against the system to give it to the system. You understand? And the people that lead and organize these march routes and take you around these Scotland Yard buildings and these Masonic lodges is to feed the energy and take it. The energy siphoning. So they'll walk you around the city, give all these speeches in their suit and say, yeah, we're going to say no to digital ID, and you're going to have your sign and you're going to feel like you're standing up and doing a part. It's like, yeah, I'm not a part of this evil. I'm doing what should be right. And then they take that energy and that essence and that passion, they walk you around in a circle, and 10 p.m. or whatever time you start and end, it's like, all right, that's it, guys. See you next Saturday. And boom, that's it. You're done, you're exhausted, you're hungry. The first place you're going to go is to the a Costa and get a coffee or a tea or a bagel or a croissant or something. So the noted digital ID black and white signs that you had on your slides, it was that March. Okay, we're going to bring those slides up because like I told you, there's going to be very shady business going on. None of these protests are going to stop digital ID being mandatory and being unleashed on England like you've never seen before. It's happening here. I was out yesterday. I couldn't even buy a drink or get gas because I had cash on me. They're like, oh, we only accept debit or credit. No cash, no cash, no cash. So Canada is falling now. It's now happening. The elderly are struggling here because the banks are telling them the elderly people are being turned away from banks in Canada and being told to go on the app, right? They says, get a smartphone, download the app, everything's on there. Canada is next. I promise you. I was in England last year and I felt what I'm feeling now in Canada. And I said it last year. I says, England's doomed. It's going full digital. And here we are a year later. And now I'm going to say the same thing. Canada is next. Keir Starmer and Mark Carney, they've already done the deal. Canada has already switched digital and people aren't really realizing it yet. Because most people already are full digital, but I tried it yesterday. I went out. I had cash only. I couldn't even get a drink or gas. Things are getting wild over here. Have a good day, Sue. Have a great day. Thank you for joining. The pups say hi. Yes, the march was on the same day as No King. Is in America. Yeah, they organize them on the same days worldwide. So on the same day that Tommy Robinson, say, is doing some kind of racist rally against Muslims in England and try to like hype up and incent a crowd to be more racist and hateful. Same thing's happening here with another Mason Jesuit controlled op saying, oh, the Muslims, they're praying on the highway. It's a sign of aggression. So let's bring up the slides because Miss JNK Mama is making some great points here with these protests that we covered. So we're going to start with the first one I saw. Say no to digital ID. Restore Britain. So, and I pretty much copied this. I made my own version and showed you what I see. So everyone sees say no to digital ID. But what this is really showing is hail the Antichrist, because that's who's being ushered in to rule this new digital AI world order. And how can I say something like that without showing an explanation? Well, say no to digital ID equals 1104. In the exact same cipher, hail the Antichrist equals 1104. And if you really want to tie things in, hail the Antichrist, that equals 1104, or 11/04, as in November 4. So I'm saying that yesterday was another pivotal point in this satanic ritual for in Revelation for tribulation to hell the Antichrist. And it's so convenient that digital ID has arrived at the exact same time on the date that I showed, November 4th, 1260 weeks from 9/11, 1260 days from May 24th, 2022, Rob Elementary. Excuse me, finish my tea. That is now cold. So that's the first sign. Say no to digital ID is hell the Antichrist, and 1104. The 1104 is important because Tuesday, November 4th is 1104. 1260 weeks. September 11th, and September 11th equals 1260. The next sign, I will not comply with digital ID. And you're like, yeah, that's a powerful statement because I will not comply or I won't comply. Like, screw you, digital ID. So I will not comply with digital ID equals 1050. And New World Order is also 1050. Satanic worship is 1050. The End Times, AI Apocalypse, and Scottish Rite Freemasons is 1050. And what did J&K Mama just say? Is that they took one of these protests in a march route that went right past Scotland Yard, which is the home of Lodge Number 1, the Scottish Rite Freemasons. I will not comply with digital ID equals order out of chaos and digital antichrist. Because there's going to be an antichrist, a digital antichrist. There are multiple. So J and K, are you seeing these decodes? You remember these, right? So message from Joel. Tommy Robinson, new logo and slogan, Urban Scoop Independent Corporate. Free Jerusalem by the people for the people, Lion and Zion. So I have the Tommy Robinson decode also. And I told you the decode showed me that this guy is a Jesuit scum. Just like everyone else I've been exposing. So where's my Tommy Robinson decode from all these months back? You see me right here. So here's Tommy. So Tommy Robinson equals 1086, like Bo Bichette, like Dalton Varsho, like Kimberly Kardashian, like the Jesuit Order, like the Beast System. These are Synagogue of Satan Jewish people in disguise posing as white Caucasian Christian men. Donald Trump is not a Christian man, more so a Synagogue of Satan Jewish woman. An androgynous satanic puppet. So genetic modification equals 1086 and 846. The Federal Reserve is 1086 because the banks are going CBDC. Here's his real name, which is a Jewish name, Stephen Yaxley Lennon, 918. And racist Tommy Robinson equals 1254. The last reckoning is 1086. And here's all the 1086s I did 3 years ago. Large Hadron Collider, 1086, which happened to turn on 1086 weeks after September 11th. For your womb of creation, the beast system, the Jesuit order. And they're trying to copy and replicate Jesus, the Messiah, 1086. So everything Satan does is a complete copy, right? Everything Satan does is copied from Jesus Christ. The same way that these Jesuit scumbags like Donut Factory copy everything from me. These guys are the slave of Satan. They are hailing the Antichrist. Why else would your name equal 1104? What else do we have? In the video link that I sent you, Nico, the guy who questioned Fiona, who organized the march and led it, she got quite aggressive to him when he asked that question as to why that route was taken. Exactly. It's Masonic. Once you understand that all your energy and all that passion to fight against the system is actually feeding the beast system, that's all it is. It's a hijacking. That's all it is. And you'll walk past all these Jesuit, Masonic, fallen angel, Tartarian buildings, and you're just feeding these statues. You've probably got like fallen angel statues along the route. You probably go through archways. Yeah, it's like a nice sightseeing tour around the city. You're holding your signs, you're hooting and hollering, and then you return back, and everyone disperses, and you're like, "That's it." Like, don't you ever tell yourself once you finish the route and get back, and your legs are tired and you're exhausted, but you're high on the adrenaline, and and then you realize, wait, but that's it. Nothing's happening. I just go home now, and that's it. And check the news to see if the government's gonna listen. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So look at the new logo for Tommy Robinson's organization. So what can I guess and imagine this logo is going to look like? Is it going to be a Jewish star, the Star of Remphan? Is it going to be some sort of Vesica Pisces? Is it going to be some sort of all-seeing eye, an Ouroboros, a snake eating its own tail? What are the signs and symbols? Just give me a sec. I'm just trying to think what it could be before I search it right here. Urban Scoop is the name. Thank you, J&K Mama. You've pretty much been the director and producer of today's show. Thank you for that. Sorry, what did you say? You said Urban Scoop logo. So the data centers, that's the whole reason. I don't know what else we need to. Urban Scoop, images. This is it, a lion of Zion. So yeah, he's a Zionist, Jesuit, Sodomite, Amorite, Canaanite, Hamite, all the same. So Tommy Robinson logo. Urban Scoop. So Urban Scoop equals 744. Do you see that? Do you see this? And 474 for Fallen Angel. So yeah, this is disgusting. Urban Scoop equals 744 and 474. Okay, so keep that right there. 474, you should already know by now, is Fallen Angel. And just move the 7 over there to get 744. So let's bring those decodes up. So you're happy with what you see here? Urban Scoop. Right, we'll come back to that because there is independent, corporate, free journalism by the people for the people. So that just reminds you of what came to mind when you first heard that? Doesn't that not like sound like Moses freeing his people? I don't know, but yeah, this is right here. So Urban Scoop 474 744. So we'll go back to our slides now because we already have those numbers right there. So here we are, Tommy Robinson. So his thing, Urban Scoop equals 744. So Say No to Digital ID equals 744. Father of Lies is 744. The Man of Sin is 744. Is this why Tommy Robinson's podcast or thing or whatever he's doing is called Urban Scoop? Because it falls right in line with Say No to Digital ID, which equals the Man of Sin, the Father of Lies. I got more. So there's those 744s. 744 is Judgment Day, Death Penalty, Rapturing, Father of Lies, the Man of Sin. The End Time, Out of Time, Tower of Babel, 744. 744 equals 1015 and 1254. Charles Leclerc, 744, 744 twice. There was your 6 red flags ritual in that race, 744 for your throat chakra, 744. What else can we uncover now? This is getting out of hand. Yeah, Urban Scoop is the name. So thank you, J&K Mama. I hope you're satisfied with what's going on with this Tommy Robinson. He's a complete fraud. The numbers do not lie. His name equals Jesuit order, right? His real name, what did it equal? Let me bring that slide back up. Yeah, the 744s are showing up now. Where is this Tommy Robinson? Remember the 918. So his full name, Stephen Yaxley Lennon, is 918. And why is that there? Because the 918 is right here. I've been adding to it. Where's the 918 with Erica? Here. So the 918 is prove me wrong. Charlie Kirk's slogan, prove me wrong with the lightning bolt. Prove me wrong, 918. Charlie James Kirk, 918. Miss Arizona, 918. The New World Order is AI, 918. And the year of the snake, what we are in now, equals 918. Which is why all these sodomites are being activated to complete these rituals, why they all fall in line with all of these decodes. Thank you. Yes, Joel made the connection, and I got the song Iron Lion Zion by Bob Marley. There is something in the lyrics, correct? Most likely because Bob Marley, people aren't going to like this, is also part Jewish. His dad was said to have been an English military man. So obviously he was a half caste, and there was not much said about the white part of his inheritance, but most likely it was Jewish. So my feeling when I see independent is to appeal to the UK globally. If you look at that website, you can see the kind of campaigns and language they are using. So the thumbnail for this video in general isn't of a believer, if you say so. But when you see the reason, so whatever, you could say that. But if you look and see what I shared and why I had to put these thumbnails, then you'll be like, oh, who's the believer and who's the non-believer, right? So I'm not playing that game. So when little Tommy Robinson got arrested recently, he was carrying $13,000 in cash. And the reason the police could not access his phone was because he said there was a private, independent journalism on it. Yeah. Let me see. So Urban Scoop, 744. Let me just put that on there. And 474 for Fallen Angel. Urban Scoop and 744. So just know what you are witnessing here are the very, very best decodes you will ever see in regards to the mark of the beast and the beast system, trial and tribulation, and the biblical end of days. Amazing work. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with us all. God bless you. God bless you. It's been great having you and your amazing comments. That's pretty much kept this live going this long. So please help and share it out. Don't let these decodes be stolen by these Jesuits like racist Tommy Robinson and racist Joseph Acquaviva and faceless cowards Cody and Derek. Yeah, they're going to start this war. And trust me, I don't run from war. I embrace it because this is what I am here for. It's to take on the very prince of darkness that is here in this world right now that will demand the whole world to bow and worship it. And now you have these controlled oppositions that are stealing from me pieces and parts of my decodes to manipulate their following, which is now joint between all of them to deceive. So we're going to be on it. Stay on them. Do not let them get away with this. Thank you, Gaming with Shaz. So do you guys want to see the decodes? Has anyone got time? Do you want to actually go through and see the work that's been done, or you can actually just go through some of the older videos? They're not getting real food. So the food that they're going to be sending them was printed in a lab. The food is all fake, right? Like, I struggle with food right now because the meat is fake. It's cloned or 3D printed in a factory or lab grown. It's lab grown meat. It's 3D printed meat. It's cloned meat. There's nothing natural. Everything we eat is the furthest from natural that it could be, whether it's fruit, vegetable, meat. Even like there was a fruitarian that just died the other day, starved herself to death, trying to impress the vegan influencers that are all liars. So these vegan influencers, they're not real vegan. They all cheat and eat meat and on the low and burgers and all that stuff, but they sell it because that's what the algorithm wants to be sold. So when you post, oh, I'm a vegan doing yoga and doing tarot readings, the algorithm pushes that and helps make them money. So they stay on it and sell the lie, but cheat. So the food is fake. The water is tampered with. The air is not oxygen anymore. It's all manipulated. It's got technology in it. They destroyed our main supply as well, and we got most of our stuff from that side. Let me see some of these decodes because they are absolutely insane. There's your 217. And remember, the 217 is the Genesis 7:11. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the second month, the 17th day of the month, the fountains of the great deep were broken up and the windows of heaven were opened. So that's the great flood, 217. In Genesis 7:11. Need to get back to where's the decodes here. So we got the 1656 we did this year. The great flood, God revealed to us a date, a month, everything, a year. And he always did. It was right there in front of us the whole time in Genesis 7:11. So Wednesday, May 17th was the day of the flood, and it equals 1656, the year of the flood. A World Health Organization is 1656. Donald John Trump, President of the United States, equals 1656. His twin brother, or somehow weirdly connected to Elvis Aaron Presley, equals 1656. Christians are brainwashed. Great tribulation is here, the beginning of tribulation. So whether it's the beginning of tribulation, which equals 1656, or the great tribulation is upon us, equals 1656. Jesus Christ is the path, 1656. Profess Jesus Christ, 1656. Jesus returns to earth, 1656. The serpent's crown is also 1656. This word, VACCINATION, is the mark of the beast, 1656. So Donald Trump is president, 1656. Donald Trump born female, 1656. The numbers do not lie. God will destroy the wicked is 1656. The numbers do not lie. Even the Astro World concert equaled 1656. The Identities of the Fallen Angels, 1656. Jennifer Lopez was born a man, 1656. There are only two genders, 1656. There are only two sexes is also 1656. Double whammy. Androgynous satanic cult is 1656 because they combine the two genders, the two sexes, to be androgynous and satanic. The New World Order is JEW ISH 1656. The New World Order is also AI and digital. The moon landing was an epic hoax 1656. Donald Trump is Donnie Darko 1656. Let me see if I find Satanic Cult 1044. Water 1086. The Beast System, Genetic Modification, Genetic Tampering of God's Creations. Satan is a homosexual. The Biblical Flat Earth, Days of Noah, Large Hadron Collider 846. James Ussher 1656 equals 846, stuck in space. A rebellion against God, 1050. So the flood rebellion against God. PDF file is rebellion against God. There's your 474s. Okay. Yeah. Again, this guy is the biggest thief on the internet right now, and I seem to be the target of his hate and jealousy. And yeah, better pray that we never run into each other face to face. So he's just another coward acting brave, stealing my crap. 1260 weeks, and there it is right here. And the credit was given to someone else that did not find it, which is absolutely absurd. They even got the video of him stealing other decodes, my 1086, my 666 months, some of the biggest decodes out there. They destroyed our main supply. Nico, just quickly a comment about Cisco above. Can you please confirm you've seen it? Cisco. Yeah, I've looked at everything, haven't I? Yeah, the train thing, the Dick Cheney dying yesterday. I told you there would be a November 4th ritual. There was a crash, all tied in. The 1104s, don't feed the trolls. Let God deal with them. Stay focused on your purpose. No, these are more than just trolls. These are a collective of people that are working for Satan, that are now sabotaging me and taking my work and flipping it around and using it to deceive people, Christians, the same Christians I'm trying to show the truth to, so that they could choose their own salvation freely and not be manipulated by fakes. 100% fakes, frauds, demons, serpents, snakes. $12.60 right here. I've had it for a while and posted it. Yeah. So can you guys please help me in calling these demons out? Hey, True Christian says that the TFB mockumentary is currently in the post-production. It will very likely be released this year. So I hope you consider debunking it soon after they publish it. That would be epic. Yeah, we'll definitely have to check that out and point out all the AI editing and manipulation. Like, it's too late. Anything anyone releases these days, you should instantly consider it AI until proven otherwise. Nothing is valid. That video, we already disproved it. We said nothing that they show us will ever be valid. The live footage wasn't even valid. So how the hell do they think they're gonna post produce something for over a year and think anyone's gonna call it valid? So yeah, we'll be right on top of all of that. So Donald Trump referred to Larry Ellison, of the CEO of Cisco, as the CEO of everything in capitalism. The king was replaced by the CEO. Again, this is AI replacing. It's everything I said that would happen, that people, world leaders would have to step down or die all at once somehow and be replaced by, like you're showing, CEOs of AI data companies. Like Trump is surrounded by Elon Musk all the time, and Larry Ellison, and the Open AI Sam Altman. So again, please share out these decodes before they get stolen by other channels without giving credit, because no one's going to mention my name. I am the biggest threat to the New World Order. And the fact that these people who are posing us, truthers and Christians, can't even share my work and give credit, but steal it and lie and say that someone else found it, is absolutely disgusting and completely showing their allegiance and that they are slaves of Satan. Let me check my phone, make sure I've covered. I got so many decodes, so many connections to enforce and prove that all my decodes are the best. These guys are trying their best to work around it, but you can't. Let me see what I have here. So, the mightiest of mighty decodes. So, Addison Barger, Shane Bieber, Dalton Varsho, Bo Bichette equals Fallen Angel, and Beast System. He's going to be in the news a lot in the sporting world. Watch out for that. We got Toronto Blue Jays World Series equals 1104. So let me show you that one. Toronto Blue Jays World Series 1104. The Toronto Blue Jays World Series 1104. Kirk World Series was 1254. Let me see. So we got Meat Free Diet is 666. Melissa 666. Category 5 Hurricane 666. Hurricane Melissa Jamaica 1018. Hurricane Melissa 1050. Satanic Worship. Seventh King Trump is 666 and 1260. Seventh King Trump equals 1260. I already have that on the slide. That's a big one, big find. Oh yeah, blue and white. So both the teams in the World Series, they wore blue and white. And blue and white equals 744. Blue and white, like red and white, equals 666. So red and white, which is a very big color coding, like the Canadian flag is red and white, the Polish flag, Monaco flag. Most of the world's flags are red and white, 666 and 1116. So blue and white for the World Series that just took place via 744. And I just showed you 744 decodes. Urban Scoop equaled 744, which is what JNK Mama shared with us. That was Tommy Robinson's new non-profit organization, whatever you want to call it. What else do I have here? So blue and white is 744. Oh, Atlas Open AI. So here we go. Some of these decodes I missed. I never got the chance to share. So we've been talking about Atlas Open AI. So OpenAI's Atlas equals 1104. Do you see this? So I need to save this one. Where's my slides? The 1104. So Atlas, this is getting absolutely insane. 1104s. Where is Atlas? So did I already put that on here? No. Yeah, so this is a new one. So let me add it. I'm going to share it with you. And again, remember the now you see me, now you don't, all to do with holograms and Atlas. Sorry, I just shared the exact same screen. So OpenAI's Atlas is going up right here. So Atlas OpenAI. Do you see how everything is fitting into this puzzle? So 3i Atlas alien hologram is 1104. I've had this slide long before that trailer came out for Now You See Me, which had Atlas and holograms, right? And the Horsemen. That's how they refer to themselves as. The 3i Atlas equals 217, as in the Great Flood when it came on 217, 1656. So again, as it was in the days of Noah. But this time, instead of the flood coming, it's going to be a flood of AI from 3i Atlas. The third eye Atlas is 726. 3i Atlas 611 tribulation, as in the days of Noah, is 1104. As in the days of Noah equals 1104. Atlas, OpenAI 1104. Slave of Satan 1104. Hail the Antichrist 1104. There will be an alien threat 1104 that only AI can deal with and handle. United States Space Command is 1104, and 3i Atlas alien hologram 1104. ChatGPT Atlas. Okay, so I got another decode. So ChatGPT and Atlas now. So they're all by OpenAI, Sam Altman, ChatGPT. So everyone knows ChatGPT, and now we have Atlas. And you're going to see what it equals here. So ChatGPT Atlas equals 616. ChatGPT Atlas, so here's another 616 connection. And that goes with the date durations we've had. Where did I have my date duration now for? So the 616. Oh, it's in this slide then. So remember, 9/11, 2001, and you put 13, 16 weeks later, it falls on December 1st, and 1316 is Revelation 13:16, which is the mark of the beast verse. Mark of the beast equals 1404. So 1404 weeks from 9/11 falls on August 8th, 2028. So December 1st to August 8th, 2028, there's a span of 616 days. So now ChatGPT Atlas is 616. What else did I have? ChatGPT Atlas 616. Oh, this is interesting. ChatGPT Atlas also equals 417. Oh my God. This is a number that doesn't usually show up. Or maybe it's because I haven't been looking for it, but here we go. ChatGPT Atlas also equals 417. And why is 417 being put up here? Because of our date durations that fall on 417, April 17th, 2029. So 1260 days from yesterday falls on Tuesday, April 17th, 2029. And the date that Israel-Hamas war began, October 7th to April 17th, is 192 days. That's in Great Tribulation. And 1440 weeks from September 11th, 2001 to Tuesday, April 17th, 2029. Wow. And now we have ChatGPT Atlas equals 417 and 616. What else do we have here? Unbelievable. I have Donald Trump, time to say goodbye equals 2028. I did a Michael Jackson decode, and it's like all his songs, everything to do with Michael Jackson falls in line with these numbers. His song, oh, I have to do a whole separate video for that. So time manipulation equals 1152 and 1440. So I need to add this one on. 1440 is right here. Do I have time manipulation on here? Quantum evolution. Donald Trump is Jewish. Okay, so I got a decode I need to add quickly. It is time manipulation. I'm not saying that they are capable of manipulating time, but who knows what is going on. The fact that they do daylight savings, that in itself is time manipulation. The time manipulation, and we just actually had daylight savings where the clocks went back 1 hour. The time manipulation goes on this slide right here. Time manipulation is 1440. Your soul contract is 1440. I'm going to put this right here. 1440 weeks. April 17th, 417. OpenAI's recently launched ChatGPT Atlas browser has several significant security vulnerabilities, primarily related to prompt injection and cross-site request forgery. Yes, you are correct. Best to call it a grifting organization. Yeah, the grifters are being exposed. The Philippines, yep, there is relevance in everything. That's why I'm going back to a lot of the stories I covered on the fly and seeing the numbers, like with the Hurricane Melissa one, all of that was tied into Antichrist, New World Order, the Beast. Now we just found that they did flatten it to implement AI data centers. Our clocks went back 2 weeks ago. Your clocks in the US went back last weekend, correct? So that's time manipulation. And time manipulation also equals 1152. So if you remember my 1152 decodes over here, for your Donald Trump New World Order, 1152. Okay, let me add the time manipulation on this one too. So you see how everything falls into place and comes together, and how my decodes, whether you saw them a month ago or today, they're going to be constantly updated. Time manipulation, 1152. goes right here. You see all the 1152s? January, just the month alone, January equals 1152. So the Donald Trump New World Order, Charlie Kirk, 1152, Great Tribulation, July 20th, Aliens of Fallen Angels, Tommy Robinson, Usher Raymond IV, Digital Mark, Fallen Angel Human Hybrid, all equal 1152. And the fact that Usher Raymond IV, 1152, and Charlie Kirk, 1152, both born on October 14th, wild. Time manipulation, 1152. And 1440, Trump Tower equals 1014 and 606. Angel Intelligence. The New World Order is AI, is 918. Yeah, we've covered that one. AI New World Order equals 1104. How come I don't have that on here? AI New World Order for my 1104s. The Digital Fallen Angel, a Digital Antichrist, AI New World Order. I'm updating all of this. I can't believe it's all here. So AI New World Order is 1104. Unbelievable. This is the most incredible decode of all time, and everyone needs to see this and go over these slides themselves because we are completely out of time. So AI New World Order falls right here with a digital antichrist, a digital fallen angel, Captain Kirk, alien threat, slave of Satan. AI New World Order. Just make sure you're all seeing this. Yeah, Trump's AI New World Order equals 1656. Like I said, I've got so many decodes on here. Wow. Okay, so where do I put this one now? The 1656s were right here. So do I have Trump's New World Order AI? Nope. So I got a new one to add right here. Watch. So it is Trump's AI New World Order 1656. I'm seeing all the numbers. Watch me add it right now. So the AI New World Order. And what did Trump do on the 666 months since the fake moon landing? He got into office and he went straight to work on implementing AI. Trump's AI New World Order. Unbelievable. Okay, moving too much. Okay, Trump's AI New World Order, 1656, all right here, beast system, digital antichrist, the beginning of tribulation. Yeah, let me see what else I got here. Trump tribulation, I think I've added on the 1218s. Number of man, Trump equals 1260. 1260s, do I have that here? More 744s. So I have here number of man, Trump, number of man is 1260. Seventh King Trump is 1260. Number of man, Trump is also 1260. Antichrist revealed is 1260. The rise of the machines is 1260. Election night equals 1260. Okay. Number of Trump, number of man Trump. Okay, I need to add this. $12.60. Yeah, unbelievable. So number of man Trump equals 1260. Falls right in line here. What else do I have? Yeah, the Antichrist puppet, Donald Trump, equals 424 and 846. Wow. So again, hear me out. Donald Trump, the Antichrist puppet, is 424, which is the time he placed his hand right here, 424. So let's add it to this slide. So okay, I got it. Hold on. The Antichrist puppet, Donald Trump, is 424 and 846. Let's just add the 424. That's exactly what it is, an androgynous Antichrist puppet. So the Antichrist puppet, Donald Trump, equals 424. The Antichrist puppet Trump is 1152. Okay, so we got the Antichrist puppet Trump, no Donald, equals 1152. There we go. The Antichrist puppet Trump, 1152. It's on the right slide. Oh, Donald John Trump, Man of Sin, 1656. Do I have that on here? Wow. Okay, so Donald John Trump, Man of Sin, belongs on this slide here. Donald John. So Donald John. Oh. Okay, Man of Sin, Donald John Trump. 1656 going on right now. Man of Sin, Donald John Trump, 1656. The Man of Sin, Donald Trump, is 1098, Order Out of Chaos. And Okay. All right. That should be enough updating for that. So, what are you guys saying? Links to Saturn Chronos, I believe. So, the time dial at Ion and contract Ion. So, the Jamaica Prime Minister did that as well. 1656. Got the 1254s. The Brotherhood of Cain is 1254. Antichrist Trump 1254. AI becomes self-aware 1254. Satanic superplot, September prophecy, and a complete incantation. Great tribulation, Satan the Antichrist, and Antichrist rules. All the 1254s. You've never seen anything like this. Here's some more 424s for your man of sin, Donald Trump. Fallen Angel Genetics, 424. Burn in Hell, 424, which is what he said to the United Nations. And Canada Becomes America is 424. I Love You is 744. Father of Lies, the Man of Sin, 744. Bride of Satan, Erica L. Fransbay, 1260. Got everything covered. Yeah, we don't need to go back to Charlie Kirk, old news. Even the hologram company Proto equals 424. Okay, I think I'm done. I'm going to end this video. And look at that. It's 1104 or 1103. And I got 1104 on the slide right there. So I don't know how, but we need to stop these demons from stealing my work. They need to suffer the consequences. They need to be exposed. So if anyone out there is ready to help and add and come online with me and share your evidence as well of these people doing what I've shared and shown, then we need to get to it quick and fast. If you've been watching and listening to this, you are the resistance.